Okay, we're picking up with assignment 2.6. We're up to number 10 here. And we're given that angle 3 is 120 degrees. Angle 1 and angle 4 are congruent. And angle 3 and 4 are congruent. So we've got congruent angles. They want us to show that the measure of angle 1 is also 120 degrees. Alright, so we should be able to use the transient to show that. Let's see how we can get over to there. Measure of angle 3 equals 120 degrees, and angle 1 is congruent to angle 4, and angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. So if 1 is congruent to 4 and 4 is congruent to 3, we can say that angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and that's the transitive property of congruence. And then I can say the measure of angle 1 equals the measure of angle 3 because of the definition of congruent angles. And up here we are given that 3 is 120. We'll substitute that in. Measure of angle 1 equals 120 degrees, and that is the substitution property. On to number 11. Okay, number 11, we're given that 3 and 2 are complements. So angle 3 and angle 2 are complements, and 1 and 2 add up to 90. Okay, and they want us to show that 1 and 3 are congruent. Well, it looks like 1 and 2 are also complements. So if angle 3 and angle 2 are complements, and the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 90 degrees. That's given. Well, if these add up to 90, then I can also say that angle 1 and angle 2 are complements. That's the definition of complementary angles. Well, if 1 and 2 are complements and 3 and 2 are complements, we've got angles that are complementary to angle 2. Both of these are, and that means they're congruent. The reason is because of the congruent complements theorem. All right, number 12. Okay, we're given that QVW and RWV are supplements, so they add up to 180. And they want us to show that QVP here is congruent to RWV. All right, looks like a job for the congruent supplements theorem. So angle Q, VW, and angle RWV are supplements, and that's given. And you could say that, let me see, angle QVW and angle QVP are a linear pair. That's also given. In the diagram. Okay, so right there, QVW and QVP are a linear pair. Now I can say that angle QVW and angle QVP are supplements. And the reason they're supplements is because of the linear pair postulate. So angles that are linear pair are supplements. And now I've got two angles that are supplements to QVW. RWV and QVB are both supplements with QVW. So now I can say that angle QVP is congruent angle RWV because of the congruent supplements theorem. Okay, we're given that 5 and 6 are congruent, and they want us to prove that 4 and 7 are congruent. Looks like these are a couple vertical angles here. So I can say that angle 5 is congruent to angle 6. I can also say that angle 4 and angle 5 are vertical angles, and angle 6 and angle 7 are vertical angles, and that's given and given in the diagram. So you can see from the diagram that 4 and 5 are vertical and 6 and 7 are vertical. If they're vertical, then we could say that angle 4 is congruent to angle 5, and we can say that angle 6 is congruent to angle 7 because of the vertical angles theorem. Okay, so VA and theorem. And so we've got 4 is congruent to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 7 because of the transitive property of congruence. Okay, then we're up to the challenge question. And we'll save that. That's where we'll start next time.